Niggas.
Oh shit.
The Chicago Bears are reportedly focusing on their interior offensive line in free agency. What does that mean for them, the draft? Can they get their main targets that are reportedly on their board? We're going to talk about all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got C-Dub, Bobby, myself, Haize in the building today. My pops is in the chat. Shout out to my dad.
Yo, what up, Pops?
Shout out
Showing
to
up and
Pops.
showing love. With that said, fellas, reportedly, and take this for what you will, but this one comes from Jeremy Fowler, who says that the Bears are zeroing in on Drew Dalman, Aaron Banks from the 49ers, and Will Fries from the Indianapolis Colts, focusing on that interior offensive line here in free agency. First, what do you guys think about the names there? How you guys feeling?
I like the names, especially Aaron Banks and Drew Dalman. I do have my reservations for Will Fries. He is coming off an injury last year. The sidelined him for a significant portion of the year in a position that we in. I'm not willing to just go and just grab him without crossing out the T's and dotting the I's. That meaning make sure he's at peak health and performance. So yeah, it's okay as long as we know that Will Fries has that injury. I think it was a patella. Tibula injury is 100% healed. Something like that. So yeah, it's all good, but let's just make sure Will Fries is straight.
For sure. Me personally, I like all the names that's up there. Drew Dalman, he went through his season this past season with some injuries too. But the good thing is that he was able to come back and finish last season strong. And those guys over ESPN who, put out this one, they also mentioned that the Atlanta Falcons are prepared to lose Drew Dalman. So I'm like, hey, the Bears, you got an opportunity. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed, y'all, but the Bears do have an opportunity to go out there and offer him and snag him up. Aaron Banks, hey, projected salary cap hit just 9.7 mil after making 1.4 last year, and still got some youth to him. 1 sack, 25 pressures given up on the season. I think those are three good names, and it's not end all be all. The Bears still got to go and talk to these players and make sure that it's going to be an ideal fit for both sides. But I like the three names. 30 million total if on the money with the projections. If you can go ahead and snag them up versus if you would have went out to Trey Smith, that's 25
million off the top.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. 25 in that range, along with Drew Dalman, you going over 30. So I'd rather take the three than I had just two. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. The interior offensive line definitely needs work. You can convince yourself of returning Braxton Jones, but even Braxton's returning from a broken fibula as well. So like you'll know what he's going to look like. I think you either need to still address and bring in another tackle in the draft at bare minimum. But here's the thing I want to throw you guys. If the Bears are able to sign all three, may be unrealistic. If they do, great. I think especially with Will Fries' injury could get you a little bit in there because Aaron Banks isn't expected to sign for all that much. But if they can get two out of these three guys, how confident do you feel about that going into it?
How confident do you think they can get two of the guys, or how?
Yeah, at least two.
Okay, I feel like it's very confident. I'm very confident that we can get at least two of these guys. I think that we are a place that players want to come to play. Looking at the talent we got on the team and the quarterback that we got on this team, they would want to be a part of that. Also, there's a vacancy and it's opportunity here in Chicago. So I definitely think that we have a great possibility to snatch two of those guys.
I do as well. Again, nothing is guaranteed, but I think when it talks about the confidence level, I'm probably up there around an 8. That guys will probably want to come play for the Chicago Bears. I think these offensive linemen gonna look at what Ben Johnson was able to do over there in
Yeah.
Detroit and be like, shit, I want to go out there and do some trick plays and see if I can give me a touchdown. That should take the big boys back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I think the coaching staff that Ben Johnson, we gotta show credit. We've been giving credit, but Dennis Allen, those guys you talking about, Eric Bieniemy, and I think the crucial ones is Al Harris and Antoine Randall. Those are some good coaches that they have great track records, and players around the league, they have conversations. So I think it's definitely going to be opening up for some guys to see if they can come over here and change the narrative around the Chicago Bears. Because what for me as a competitor, I would want to go to a situation like this and be like, shit, I can make history. I can be beloved in the city of Chicago. Look at the guys that didn't really win championships and they're loved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's guys that only been to several playoff games and it ain't a lot. And they still love. So guys can definitely come and change the narrative. I think as a competitor, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, and the Ben Johnson part and this coaching staff overall. I know people have asked, and I think it's a fair question to ask. Like, well, what's gonna other teams could offer money? There are the Patriots out there; they can offer some money. All this, and even some playoff teams. But I think players understand, even at a level that we don't, the excitement over a new coach and what a new coach could bring. And I definitely think Ben Johnson is going to make this a attractable destination, especially for offensive linemen. And we that's what everybody knows that the Bears want. You may even be able to get a little bit more on a signing bonus coming to the Bears because that's how drastic we need to overhaul this offensive line. So I think that's all going to be things that could work in the Bears' favor. They just got to be aggressive about going out there and getting it. The next question I want to ask, I'm going to throw this one to you first, C-Dub, because you've been very vocal on the Bears spending draft capital early on any position other than offensive line. If the Bears are able to get a Drew Dalman, an Aaron Banks, a Drew Dalman, or Will Fries, like, are you more open then to the Bears drafting a skill position, whether it be running back or a defensive end position, and then addressing the offensive line in round 2?
Yeah, this is a great question. I always threw a caveat of if we don't go into great detail in the free agency on the offensive line, I don't see that it would be a great thing to go with that 10 pick and get a defensive lineman or a running back. But in this scenario, in this case, when you get 3 guys and you still got draft capital after that 10th pick, where you can definitely get people, young people in here that can impact the play on the field. Yeah, you definitely can go and get the best player available in a running back in Ashton Jeanty or Abdul Carter. My nephew keeps screaming about, but yeah, it depends on what's the work done in the free agency. Absolutely.
For sure. I think that's a fair point, and I agree with it. If you are able to go and grab 2 of the 3, we won't even give them all 3. 2 of the 3 at 10, you got decisions to make, bro.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And I
Yeah.
will encourage everybody. These guys are putting on great workouts, but I'm sure these coaches are looking at the workout and marrying it with the film, because you can go out there and have a great workout, but if you ain't producing on the field, me personally, I would be a little weary. But I will say at that number 10, you might have to go best available if you are able to have a great free agency. You might give yourself a great chance to go best available, and that's going to be up to the Bears. I wouldn't be mad at a D line if it makes sense. I don't know. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'll be like, okay. I won't be blown up if they say, all right, Jeanty, we going to snag you.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be super excited either until I actually see how it looks, because I still believe that if the Bears want to have something sustainable, the trenches have to be shored up, and you gotta have you're gonna
You gotta have like last season
revolving
should prove
door
that
of
to
talent
everybody.
coming through the
Yeah.
trenches, bro.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
gotta have those trenches shored up for sure. Yeah, you got to get that done. I just don't think there's any way around it. Now, with that said, I know Jeanty's come up. The Bears officially will have a top 30 visit with Ashton Jeanty. How you feeling?
I seen that.
Hey man, I just gotta say, if we handle our business in the free agency and fix the trenches, I think it gotta be 7:30 that you're looking at Jeanty at 10, because I'm just looking at the running back room that we have, and I'm looking at what Ben Johnson had over in Detroit. He had 2 dynamic, totally, you can say they were different but they were both very talented in the job that they had to do for their respective team in the Detroit Lions. When you look at our Bears backfield, are you really happy with DeAndre Swift? We love Johnson. We love him, bro. But it's just
It comes
the
down to
results.
production. I love
Yes, the results.
what Johnson theoretically brings, but I mean, even being objective from that, the production has not been there.
It's not been there, bro. And it's been
the
2
yeah.
years. And if you look at a guy like Jeanty, a lot of people have saying it the best running back that came in since Saquon. I'll co-sign that. He looks really, really good. You could take an effect. He played with the Boise State. He didn't face the best competition in college football. But I think you guys can notice talent when you see it on the football field. The kid is talented. And I do think he can be an impact. I think he'll start right away. And no disrespect to DeAndre. He will start.
Well, I think it'll be one of those things where, much like when the Saints drafted Reggie Bush and they still had Deuce McAllister on the roster.
That's a good. I like that.
Have an embarrassment of riches. Why not?
I like that, but the roles will switch in my opinion.
Oh, I'm just saying as far as having a bunch of.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great take right there.
So
I agree with that too. But I look at that running back like, man, you got to figure it out. But do you want to go and snag them at 10, or if you want to get one in the later rounds, you got to bring that stability to this young quarterback. And I think a running game, a more sustainable one, will be good, and it'll do well for Caleb, so he doesn't have to press on certain drives. He can take his time with certain things and learn and develop so we can have him as a all-pro type quarterback, a guy that that other teams fear. I look at the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow put up hella numbers, but they had their best season and went to the Super Bowl with Joe Mixon in the back. And Joe Mixon was helping them Houston Texans down now. You know what I'm saying? Probably not the greatest ending to their season, but I'm pretty sure them Cincinnati Bengals miss a guy like Joe Mixon. So you got to find some guys that's up in here that can move the chains and work time of possession and keep, the other quarterbacks on the sideline so you can go ahead and wear defenses down. And now you gashing guys 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards down the field. That is beautiful football to me.
Yeah. Can I throw like a surprise out there? Like, I think a very important thing that needs to be done for Caleb Williams next year is to free up Cole Kmet. I think a lot of the times last year, Cole Kmet was stuck on the offensive line blocking for pass protection and wasn't used to the fullest of his greatest abilities, which I think he's a better pass catcher than anything else that a tight end has out there for them to do. So I think it'll be great if it's not 10. I hope it's not 10. We find us a young tight end or in the offseason to free up Cole Kmet at the very least, bro. We need to free him up.
Free up. We gotta use him more before we can worry about freeing his ass up. Shit, I mean,
you see my point though, Drip. I think they needed him more for pass protection and to using him at his greatest.
He didn't play snaps, bro. He wasn't out there for shit. We talking about he wasn't out there, bro.
What he was out there, his ass was picking up DEs.
He was missing up blitzing linebackers and shit.
That too.
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of ways they can go about this. The Bears. I think he got all the tools. There's still no excuses. We got off season. He got draft. Man, you got to make it happen, Ryan Post. You got to, bro.
Oh, and I said this in one of my, I think it may have been my mock draft, maybe it was the episode after. When you look at the way that all this, and again, you still need some luck because you got to hope that guys are going to want to sign here. You got to hope guys don't take people off your board. But when you really look at how this free agency with offensive linemen is shaping up, then you look at how this draft's shaping up and how you can get quality defensive linemen in the second round or even the beginning of the third round. And the Bears have a chance to try to find an answer for every one of their. Now, not everything is probably going to work out, even if you get the guy that looks like the right guy on paper. But this is an offseason where between the free agency money that we have, don't forget, if the Bears need to, they can create some more free agency money. Tremaine Edmonds is looking mighty cuttable if need be to get some money. That's all I'm saying.
He said that man looking cuttable.
He looking cuttable, bro. Like, listen, if you can improve your defensive line, though, and you can get another edge in here, I could see you. Now, I'm not saying that they need to cut him. I'm just saying that if it comes down to it and they're like, hey, we need another $10 million. Tremaine, I know you smell this coming, but we'll holler at you, my boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I say a name, bro? Just y'all fix me.
All right.
It's Sweat safe.
Oh yeah, Montez Sweat is
Yeah.
absolutely
Are
safe.
y'all
I think
sure?
he's
There's
Okay.
safe.
zero chance Montez Sweat's getting cut.
Zero?
Zero. None.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
None.
safe for sure. I think
Okay.
that's why I think there's gonna be some emphasis from Dennis Allen and his staff on the defensive side to ensure that they
Oh,
get somebody up in there.
my bad. Tremaine is not cuttable this year. I thought I had my
Okay.
years backed up. Next year he'd be this year he'd be at 13 million dead cap. It's next season he's only 2 million and you save 15 million. So no, Tremaine's still
Okay.
gonna be around.
Makes sense.
That next season then. My bad.
Makes sense.
Bro, we got some contracts coming up too, like Kyler Gordon and
How soon do you handle that
Jaquan
business? 'Cause I get
Brisker.
that handled quick.
We got
Yeah,
some contracts.
Kyler's probably gonna be the first one that gets an extension out this upcoming group.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Like,
you better. You
I
better.
would
mean,
say
I
lock
know that
him down.
Jaquan has been really good, but like the injury things, I think they're gonna want to see another season, and they may not talk about that early. But Kyler, I would not be surprised if Kyler gets the DJ Moore extension. We talking about a couple of weeks in the preseason, he about to get that extension.
Yeah, I would say if you can get that thing taken care of, this young player, he's just too good. He's too good, too physical, good ball skills, and he just make plays, bro. And I imagine with Dennis Allen and his aggressiveness, with this improved D line, yeah, Kyler Gordon gonna be in for a season, another one.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, man. But the Bears got a lot of tools at their disposal for sure.
I see somebody got cut. Dominic Robinson. I've come to that he's Wolverine. He's Wolverine. He can't be destroyed. I don't understand how he's
That's
not.
fine. He don't need to be destroyed, but he just got to. Wolverine left to go to X Factor eventually. Go on the other team. Like I'm not. You ain't got to destroy the young man, but bye. Like get the fuck up out of
Get
here,
his
bro.
ass to the desert like Logan was. Get him in the
This
desert.
brother keeps surviving. I don't know how he keep ending up on the roster. I just don't know. I don't know, bro.
I don't know either because he keeps ending up on the roster but playing less. Like what sense does he keep making, bro? Like,
Hey, I would imagine Ben Johnson and they're gonna bring some of their guys that they believe can convey his message. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I like Ben Johnson's aura. He got a nice little. I can do it. Like I won't stop for anything. He a fighter type personality,
Bro,
like, type. He got
the
different little
impressive thing-
personality.
The impressive thing is that the man was getting interviewed all day during that first, like when everybody was arriving to media day, and I couldn't find one clip to where he said something like weird. Like it seemed like he was prepared, is what I'm trying to say. Because Matt Eberflus, that man, to come out with another acronym, trying to add on to the hits principle. New haircut.
I'm so glad that
all
Matt
type of
Eberflus ain't in here no more, bro. Like when that survey came out early in the week, where it was like Bears players voted him the worst coach, it was like that motherfucker lost the locker room, bro. You just got to get him up out of here.
Yeah, bro.
Did man, like how you,
I know exactly
bro?
what
It's just crazy how like we even months after you just still hearing that we got to hear about this guy. That's why I can't wait until the season rolls around and we can push through because we got to wash all this funk off. Because boy, was that man just a complete idiot, bro.
Washington was it for Matt Eberflus. That's when he lost the locker room. When he
God.
would it be the next game? Yeah, when the next game. That's
was
when
the
he lost.
Patriots game, and it was over.
That's when he lost them. That was it. Because
I think he lost them long before then, bro. Like
probably.
To be 100% honest, nigga. I think he was losing them when we were 4-2. To be
Probably.
100% honest with you, bro.
Really.
I think it was starting there, bro. Because if you, I think he was losing them even when we started to lose them even when we were 4-2, bro.
I believe that team believed they could have at least went 5-1 or 6-0. That's probably why I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that's
I
why
believe
them guys was like, nah, he can't, nah. Because you got guys like if you look around your team and the talent that you brought in, you got Jalen Johnson pissed off because he ain't won since he been here. You got TJ Edwards coming from a Philadelphia Eagles organization who do nothing but win games during the regular season and get themselves a chance in the playoffs. And Tremaine Edmonds was playing meaningful playoff football before he came over here. And Montez Sweat, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't the best over there in Washington, but he saw more success than what he was seeing. So those guys was ticked off, and you already know DJ Moore. He wasn't rocking with the start of the season, not
bro.
the season.
DJ Moore is the coach whisperer, bro. Because y'all remember back when the Luke Getsy thing, when the Luke Getsy thing happened, and DJ Moore was like, "Hey, I talked to him. They may do what I want them to do. They may not."
Oh,
A week
God,
later,
what?
Getsy was up out of here, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
DJ
God.
Moore, bro.
DJ Moore the whole time was saying Washington was like, got his ass up out of here, bro. I'm telling y'all, DJ Moore, sometimes you gotta watch what's not said by some people. DJ
Oh,
Moore,
no,
one of them
real.
people, bro.
Valid
He
point.
is. He is. He got to be better though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah,
he needs to be definitely. He needs to be better.
On
This
body language.
him
play on the
and
field.
Montez Sweat are the two veterans that I'm looking at. Like, listen,
Yes.
I'm not blaming everything that we've been through on y'all. Not that would be ridiculous to do. But I am looking at y'all with this new era that's coming in. Y'all got to be the guys, the voices, and the extension of the coaches in that locker room. You got to be. DJ Moore got to be extension of Ben Johnson on offense. Montez Sweat got to be an extension of Dennis Allen on that defensive side of the ball. You have to carry that identity that these coaches are bringing in here, and you got to execute it and help hold these players accountable. Y'all are the veterans. Not to say that they're the only ones. Looking at TJ, I'm looking at Jalen Johnson as well on that defensive side of the ball. They got to get this shit together, fam.
They do. It ain't just the front office and coaching. It starts with the veterans as well. They definitely, everything that Drip said was absolutely correct. 100%.
It's on the money, bro. They got to carry the vision and go out there and put up a good product. Because, bro, if you want to change the narrative for yourself and you tired of losing, show us. Show us.
This shit just ain't gonna change. We've been waiting for it to change on its own for a long ass time.
I mean,
we got to put the work in.
Change through hope. Now we're hoping it's going to change through execution. Ain't no more hope in Chicago. You got to execute, bro.
Yep.
That's it.
So, yeah.
Have we heard anything about Keenan Allen's status? I ain't seen nothing out there.
We
ain't heard nothing about him or Tevin because guess what? The niggas ain't coming back, bro. They're not coming back. People ask every time, what about Tevin? Why didn't you bring up Tevin when you said the offensive line? Motherfucker. What?
No fucking way.
No. If they bring back Tevin, it's going to be a 1-year deal, and it's going to be after he strikes out everywhere else. And they're going to be like, you can come back home. You got to pay bills, though, when you come back home. You got 6 months before you got to find your place. That's what it's going to be.
Tevin Jenkins is talented, bro, but it's
just, but he can't stay healthy, bro. He can't stay healthy, man.
It's time, bro.
It's like Tevin Jenkins is like having one of the finest women in the world, but she on her period 11 months out the year.
Bro, that is
complete
and utter waste.
Can't breathe, goddamn. Hold on, what?
That is a complete and utter waste of the human experience. Fuck is she talking about?
Oh man, that is hilarious, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Now, you finna get one nasty motherfucker in the chat. It's probably gonna be Crimson because his name is Crimson. Don't stop nobody. Nigga.
Let's put this towel down.
What the fuck?
we got dude wipes. Anyway.
Bro, what? I feel like I gotta go to the clinic now after he What
that's hilarious. Right now, anything else, fellas, man, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, we getting closer and closer, baby, to that draft. I cannot wait. Man, I cannot wait till we see what is going to be the future of the Chicago Bears. Let's just hope it's a good future. Let's just hope.
On the real, definitely. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. For y'all that's been rocking in the chat, hey, appreciate y'all, some of y'all for sliding on over to NFL Central. Me and Steve-O had a strong week. We gonna keep this thing rolling. We even broke some damn news already on the first week. So hey, it's just gonna be up from here. We've been getting better, building that chemistry. Y'all tune in, NFL Central, man.
Hey, shout out NFL Central, bro. Y'all blowing, bro. Damn.
Get right.
Listen. They doing their thing over at NFL Central. Y'all better go over there and support them brothers, man. They trying to kill it. Yeah. But y'all can follow us at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, 773-242-9336 with the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We'll see y'all in the next one, y'all. Peace.
Brett, you a wild man.